Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. I was watching the Outdoor Channel the other weekend because they have Major League Fishing on there. And it really gives me more ideas of what to expect when we have our national championship coming here this summer. But as I watch this, I see that so many of the places that these pros go to, especially this time of the year when they're fishing in North Carolina and some of the southern states, is they're bed fishing. And what that means is they go to a body of water and they're not casting out, they're not trolling, they're not doing the things that we would normally do. They're looking. They're looking for bass on their beds. They're locating and they're sight fishing. And this is how they fish. So what does that all mean? It means when a bass once a year comes to their bed, they make a bed and then they lay their eggs, and this is how they spawn. This is how they recreate. When they do this is when these fishermen concentrate on them, because the biggest bass, the females are always the biggest, and the females, once they get in an area where they can see them, they have a chance to catch lunkers. Okay, I've always felt strongly against this. I don't know how you feel. Fortunately, we don't get a chance to do that much here in the St. Lawrence River in particular, because our season opens later. And the reason it opens later is the biologists of the DEC and in Canada feel very strongly that these bass need to be protected, and especially when they're on their beds, because here's what happens when they're on their beds and we catch them. In the St. Lawrence River, we have a billion, gazillion, trillion gobies, and those gobies are just hanging around waiting for those eggs, and as soon as they see a bass leave the bed, they rush on in an instant, and that can destroy that whole year's spawn. And so this is what can happen in the time that you hook a fish, bring it up to the boat, take the hook out, put it back in the water. It could all be over. It could all be over for that bass family. And this is why I feel so strongly against seeing bed fishing. Now, they feel down south and they'll tell you, no, it doesn't seem to affect the population. And they'll even tell you that up here, bass fishermen that are avid tournament fishermen. They may know more about this than I do, but it just stands to reason. We have sunfish, we have bluegill, we have crappies, we have rockbat, we have all these other panfish that also feed upon these eggs. So we have an abundance of, I'll put it in the bass's mind, scavengers that are a huge threat to them. So again, I find no joy in watching people catch fish off a bed. And I find no joy in going out there myself through all the years doing TV shows. It's one of the things that I wanted to resist at all costs, even if it meant not having a show. I did not want to take those fish off the beds. A lot of you listening may have a different feeling about this, and you have every right to feel the way you do. But for me, it's important, and I wanted to share this with you today. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.